leeway do you get with the material in the sense that do you get to read the next book, for instance, before other people?
No,
How does that work?
not at all. No, nothing like that ever occurs. We're
Mm.
we're not given hints. We're not
Yeah.
no, nothing. We're not allowed to see the new book, unfortunately.
But how's your relationship with J.K. Rowling in the sense that do you have a friendship with her? Do you ever discuss the characters together with her?
Definitely. I mean, I had a really great chat with her for about an hour on the fifth film when she came to the set one day, and I was able to, really talk to her about what I felt about Harry, and sort of saying I feel all this, and I was very cautious because sort of but what do you think, Joe? Because she did write him, so yeah, but no, we've got a very good relationship. She's always been nothing but supportive to me personally and to the films.
Absolutely. Well, being part of the Harry Potter life can be overwhelming, as I'm sure you felt in your life. How much do you, in your personal life, try to distance yourself from the information about Harry Potter?
I don't read anything. I don't. If I've been doing obviously a lot of television interviews the past few days. If I go home and put the television on, if it's on there, I'll just switch over immediately. I just completely take. When I'm at home, I'm just me, and I'm not anything to do with the films, and so I completely just distance myself from anything that's written, because that's where, if you read what's written about you, you can be seriously troubled by it, I think.
Yes, it's quite disturbing because the information is overwhelming. So who do you discuss your career choices, like the theatre play, Equus this year, etc.?
Well, obviously, my parents and my agent, and but the choices I make are very much my own, and I know that I've got a fantastic group of people around me who will support me in whatever I do. They'll always be honest with me, but I mean, in Equus they were totally supportive throughout the whole thing, and we were all confident with Equus that despite all the things in the press, the people saying, oh, this is the end of his career, this is a huge mistake, we sort of we had enough confidence to think this is a really good idea and a really good thing to do, so we particularly listen to them.
Well, this interview is also going to air on Canal+ in France, and they've asked me to ask you some questions that I was wondering about. Okay. One is about the anti-Christian movement, that some people think that Harry Potter has a little bit of this anti-Christian feel. Have you ever heard it, that there were these anti-Potter movements?
I know.
That have to do with the religion?
Well, I mean, personally, I think, that anything that gets kids into reading is fantastic, and which Harry Potter has done without, there's no doubt Harry Potter's done that. Anything that has, been, I don't see how people can say that it's a bad thing, it involves magic, and it involves us fighting evil, which is portrayed in this devilish creature of Voldemort. So, I mean, religion and Harry Potter have nothing to do with each other in my mind, but if anything, the messages that are coming out of it are supremely good, and I don't see how anybody can disagree with them personally.
No, absolutely. I was very surprised about it, and I started Googling it, and there was this woman called Carrie Matriciano that has... She was on trial to keep the Harry Potter books from being shown in the school of her children.
Was her name Carrie Matriciano?
Yeah, Matriciano, something like that. Did you hear about it?
No, I didn't, but I shall be very interested to Google that, yes.
Yeah, it's quite bizarre how people can interpret a book in a way. Were you ever asked about things like that? Were you ever approached? And anything that occurred to you?
A while ago, on the first film, there was a bit of mention of it, and actually I was just out one evening, and somebody who I had known, an acquaintance who I'd sort of known vaguely for a while, started talking about it, and she really, she felt that Harry Potter did teach witchcraft to people, and I just was sort of on the point of saying, well, it's not real, it's a film, I mean, there are films all the time that come out with, gratuitous violence and killing and all sorts of things, and no one ever has raise those sort of issues with them, so I don't know why you target Harry Potter.
Yeah, absolutely, I find it really bizarre. Moving on to your co-actors, Emma and Rupert, and you guys spending so much time together, and how does that translate into your personal life? Are you able to sustain a friendship, or is the world of Harry Potter too...
Oh, no, we get on, me, Rupert and Emma get on really, really well. We don't see each other a huge amount in between films, because we see each other so much when we're doing the films. So yeah, but no, we get on really well, and I think that does translate. There are specific scenes in this one where I really think you see that friendship translate onto the screen.
Absolutely. Thank you so much,
Thank
Daniel.
you very much
Good to
indeed.
talk to
Thank you.
Thank you.